Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. For those of you who are watching for the first time, my name is Christopher Terrell, and I am the attorney for Terrell Law, PSC. If you have any information, any questions about us or immigration law, you can always go to our website at www.tntvisa.com, or you can reach out to us via text or WhatsApp at 754-610-7266, or you can email us at info@tntvisa.com. As we're getting ready to wrap down the end of the year, we do want to discuss and explain to you that there are some ways for people to get residency if you have come in and you haven't are considered an alien of extraordinary ability. And that's what we're going to be discussing today. Again, if you have any information or additional information, you can always go to our website or reach out to us directly, and we'll be more than happy to assist you. Now, as we've discussed, an O1 visa and a P1 visa are for artists, athletes, aliens of extraordinary ability. There is a residency application for aliens of extraordinary ability, and it is one of the premier residency applications, being that you can, if you're an alien of extraordinary ability, seek and apply for residency without having to have an employer sponsor you. With O1 visas and P1 visas, you have to have employers sponsor you. When you are seeking residency, you do not need a sponsor. You can self-petition, but you do have to show that you're going to be working in the U.S. In your field. And so I have done self-petition EB1 petitions, extraordinary ability, in the past for people who have worked in music, people that have worked in technology, a security expert, a variety of different positions and different abilities. And it is open for anybody and everybody. You do not have to be an artist. You do not have to be an athlete. I've done this for business people. I have done this for architects. I have done this for interior designers. There's a variety of different situations and different people that you can use to move forward with the extraordinary ability visa. Now, the things that you should consider to determine whether or not you can apply for it is, have you won an internationally recognized award, such as a Nobel Prize, an Academy Award, um, you know, categories like that. Now, we do understand and do know that not everybody has won these awards, which is why there are different categories. But if you have won one of these international awards, or you've won an award that you think may qualify, please reach out to us to let us look at it to verify, because we have been able to use international awards to be able to do directly for the green card process. Now, if you've not won an international award, such as a Nobel Prize or an Academy Award, but you have won other awards that are of national or international importance, such as maybe you were the national winner as a florist. Maybe you were an international winner of a florist, or a regional winner of a florist. Maybe like you were the number one, number two, or number three in all of South America. Then you could use that as one of the criteria that you need for the extraordinary ability visa. You have to be able to provide information for 3 of the following 10 categories, with that national or international award being one of them. Another one is whether or not you are a member of a group that requires extraordinary ability. Now, I will tell you, this is a very hard category now for immigration. I've only used it successfully in a couple of handful of situations. One of them was for a skydiver who had been picked to join the world team, which in the world team only consisted of about 250 of the world's top skydivers, and that was considered to follow this category. Other situations could be a gymnast that was provided for, that was recognized to go to a specific camp. There's a variety of different areas and situations that you can look at, but this is a criteria where you have to show that it's requires extraordinary ability in order to be part of this group. So if you're a part of a marketing group, it doesn't necessarily qualify, but if you're part of a marketing group that only selects like the top 5% of marketers in that country or in that situation, then more than likely that would be a field that it would qualify. Other categories include whether or not you have had material published about you. What I mean by that is there has to be articles written about you. You do not have to have a huge wide range of articles. You can actually, there's actually case law that specifically says that in your field, if there's only like a couple of articles, that would work. And also, it doesn't have to be like, it needs to be in a professional or trade publication, or so what you're looking, or like a huge worldwide or national media. So, for example, if you were published in the New York Times, that an article about you in the New York Times, that would qualify. Your country's um, main newspaper, that would qualify. Trade publications would be, magazines that are specific to that industry. For example, like Architectural Digest, Parachutist Magazine, or something similar within your country or in your field. Whether or not you have judged the work of others is also something that you can use. It does not have to be an international or a national competition. It just has to be judging the work of others. We have used this for high school, judging high school business programs. We have used this in a variety of different situations. But if you have judged the work of others, that is one of the criteria that you can prove. Have you contributed to something that is where you've changed the field? That typically has to deal with science, but you can also use it with business, where if you've shown that you have done something that actually changed your market, where people started following your lead, and you can prove that with testimonials from other people in your industry, that might be a way that you can prove one of these categories. Another category is whether or not you've actually written articles. Okay. Um, so if you are, let's say you're a director and you wrote a couple of articles that about directing and what you feel, and people reach out to you and they follow you and they um, mimic what you've done in the past and what you've done and the technology that you've done, that is something that you could possibly use. Um, Whether or not you've displayed your work at showcases or exhibitions. This is a variety of different things. Sometimes you think about this as doing, a simple thing is putting your art in an art gallery, but it also can be whether or not you presented, let's say, at a conference. Let's say you were invited to speak as a business conference. That is something that we could put into your this category, showing that speaking at a business conference within your field of expertise is something that you could potentially use to move forward with residency in the U.S. The other two categories, or the other three categories that you're looking for are: have you been employed in a critical or essential capacity for an organization or a specific project? So if you're like the director of a movie that has been successful, that is going to be good. If you are the CEO of an organization that is successful, that is something else that you would want to provide. So basically, what you're looking at is your experience within your field, whether or not you're going to be able to use this to move forward with the residency. What is your salary compared to others in your field? And what I mean by that is you're not looking at your salary compared to everybody. You're looking at your salary with those in the field. So, for example, let's say that you're a baseball player and you make $1 million. That's great because that's a huge amount of money, and congratulations for you. But making $1 million as a baseball player is not going to meet this criteria, even though you're making more than anybody else in the field. Making $1 million for a baseball player is not going to qualify, because you can go and look and see that some of the highest paid athletes, such as like Bryce Harper or something like that, he's making $30 million a year. He's making 30 times as much as you are. And so he would be able to qualify as saying that he commands a high salary in his field, while you would not. And the final thing is, do you have commercial success? This is mostly for artists, writers, directors, people in the music industry, television, things like that. If you're showing that what you have done maybe is a gold record or a platinum record, or that you were considered the number one film, number one TV show in your country, it does not have to be worldwide. It can be specific to your country. As long as you can show that, then that is something that we can present and produce. So these are the things that you're looking for, whether or not you can qualify. And what you're doing is, you do not, and here's another thing, you do not necessarily have to have an O1 visa. You can go directly, if you qualify, to residency. You do not have to get an O1 visa. And I have done that for clients in the past where we've gone straight for residency without having to go through the temporary visa. But you have to meet these criteria. It is a much higher standard than it is for the O1 visa because you are looking for residency in the US. So you do need to have your information verified and valued by an immigration attorney. And we have done this for many clients in the past, and we'll be happy to do it for you. If you have any questions about this or anything with immigration, you can always reach out to us at info@tntvisa.com or via our text or WhatsApp at 754-610-7266. We're here to help you in whatever way we can. And this is just one of the avenues to move forward with residency in the US. And the other thing is that the residency would apply for not just you, but for your spouse and any child under 21. So this is a good opportunity for those of you who think that you might be able to qualify. We're here to help you in whatever ways. If you have any information or any questions about us or immigration, you go to our website at www.tntvisa.com. It's www.tntvisa.com. Or you can reach out to us at 754-610-7266 or at info@tntvisa.com. And we also have direct numbers in Ecuador, Argentina, and in Russia, which you will be able to find on our website at www.tntvisa.com. Thank you very much for watching. We look forward to hearing from you, and we look forward to helping you in whatever ways we can. Have a great day, a wonderful holiday, and we look forward to working with you in 2022 and beyond.